Welcome back to Western Medicine, the Humanity Behind the Vanity. This is Talk 1260 KTRC. It's Dr. Daniel Ronel, my wife Betsy Ronel, and we have a very special guest right now.
One of our favorite Santa Feans, Lorin Parrish, owner and developer of Body.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure, really.
It's our pleasure. Lorin does some pretty interesting things at Body that I think complement the traditional plastic surgery, and I want to talk about some of those things today. And I think this is going to be an ongoing dialogue that we have with you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Good. So let's start. What do you want to talk about now?
Well, one of the treatments that's probably the closest to what you have, it's quite mild compared to what you have, is our natural facelift. You buy a series of 10 and you do them once a week for 2.5 months. And basically, they're collagen builders. So you start off with a little mini facial, and then after that you do microdermabrasion, which we have a new piece of equipment that doesn't have the crystals.
Okay.
So it doesn't damage your skin as much. So you start off with that to be sort of a lifting effect on the skin. After that, what we do is we apply they're made from berries, they're peels, and they're quite strong, but they're 100% organic. You put that on the face, and then from there you do a LED light. Depending on, like myself, I have a lot of sun damage, and so it can reduce pigmentation over time, remove it.
You have completely clear skin.
Well, it has not been that way until I started this, ever.
It looks amazing.
I've had that skin my whole life. Yeah, my whole life. So you do this LED light with these masked crystals on, and it starts to correct the skin damage. And then it also is known as an anti-aging stimulus. All of it's collagen. And then afterwards, what we do is we apply this product. It's a patented product called Zen Therapy. And what it does is it enhances anything you do by 300%, so it's called an anti-aging cream. So you put that on, and then you do microcurrent. And we have the newest microcurrent machine, so it's the only thing that will actually tighten skin.
So you do all these things as part of the package?
Yeah, there's five things that happen in 90 minutes.
Wow.
And then after that, we do live stem cells.
Yeah, this is interesting.
And these come from France. They're from what's called spa cows in France. They're fed organic grass only. They're pampered. And it comes from their milk. And this is a patented product. They're shipped over frozen. You have to keep them frozen. You put them on and they have to be thawed within 30 seconds. Otherwise they start to lose their stem cell structure. And then you put them in with a Korean collagen roller. If you've ever seen those, they're tiny, like 1,000 tiny little prickles.
I've seen them.
And they actually break your skin. They're made out of a metal.
Okay.
You roll them over your face. And what you're doing is you're layering these stem cells with the collagen, and it drives it in 300% with the stem cells.
Are you red afterwards?
You're red, but you're red like you've had a healthy blush.
Okay.
Right.
Nothing more than that.
Okay.
And you're very glowy. So then you do that, and then afterwards you do a mask to seal everything. So you do all of these different phases in 90 minutes, once a week, for 10 treatments. And then after that, once a month.
Once a month.
And this is the natural facelift.
The natural facelift.
Right. What is interesting to me is the thing that, as a plastic surgeon, I can really do is lift the deep structures of the face, and I tighten the skin somewhat. But what really makes a facelift last, and what makes it worthwhile, is to tighten the underlying structures. And I don't do very much for the skin, so that's why this complements it well. I have Marion Urban in my office, who runs the Sterling Institute out of my office, and she does a lot of the similar things with our laser and with skincare products. And I think this is another example of something that really complements.
This is different.
Yeah, this is a little.
And I know Marion really well for 25 years now.
Yeah, and
she does great work.
no, I like this. Stem cells are really interesting. I mean,
well, the stem cell, the way this Dr. Aguilar out of California started with the stem cells was he was trained in Germany and then in France, and they were injecting them into unhealthy organs, like people who had liver cancer, and they were having such phenomenal results.
That's what Farrah Fawcett did.
Yep.
Right.
And so when he moved to the United States, which he's not a native of, of course, he wasn't allowed to do this.
Right.
So then he started developing this treatment where it was driving it into the organs to make your health better
Yeah.
through the skin. And then he developed a line called DNA, which really resurfaces your skin. I had breakouts up until I was 50, like non-stop. And then I started using DNA. I haven't had even nothing since.
For those of you watching
I mean, her
on
skin is
YouTube, you should
flawless.
see
Yeah.
your skin is really fantastic.
No
It's
one's
gonna be a
ever said that
YouTube
to
video.
me.
No,
Really?
you've got great skin.
It's
Really?
flawless.
Well, what it does to, let's say someone who hasn't struggled with skincare and skin condition their whole life, is it takes them into a whole nother realm of like etheric skin.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And we do have now so many clients who have had plastic surgery doing this as upkeep.
Yes.
So they don't look, I think the biggest difference I've seen with 2 clients who've had a lot of plastic surgery is they don't look frozen.
Right.
They look natural, like
Right.
they're all moving.
Excellent.
One, after plastic surgery, her whole lips were frozen.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, she
Nerves.
had
For both
her
hands.
lips made big, and then she had a lot of plastic surgery, so she looked stuck.
Yeah.
And so she started doing this, and now she has all this mobility in her
Good.
lips.
So we built the collagen.
Or something.
That's cool.
I don't know what it did, but it got her to move.
And this can all be done even if you have fillers in your face. Like I have
Yes.
fillers, and I asked Lorin Parrish,
Right.
can this be done? So for those of you who do have the liquid facelift, you can still get this done with no harm. It's excellent. Totally natural.
It just, all of it, the plastic surgery and this, just keep building all the collagen.
How do people call to find out more information about this?
They just call Body at 986-0362 and schedule it.
Should they ask for, if they have questions, should they ask for somebody to speak to?
Everyone is trained in the natural facelift who answers the phone.
Okay,
And there's very little contraindications because the equipment is so new.
right.
Like if somebody has really thin skin, they can do it,
Mhm.
or somebody like me.
How about
really dark.
very dark skin, does the LED?
Like me.
Okay.
It just removes, like, you can't see here, but my whole neck from surfing my whole life had just endless sunspots here too.
Right.
And
Wow,
with
there's
this whole,
nothing there.
really?
Yeah.
Well, it
I'm not
was,
being
it was
nice.
polka
It's
dot.
honest. Wow.
But it just
Okay.
starts to lift the pigment
What about African American skin?
really easy.
Okay.
Good, good. That's because she doesn't use too powerful a light source. That's
Not
good.
at all.
Good.
Okay.
That's
Listen, that was fantastic. Thank you so much. There are so
Thank
many
you.
things I want to talk to you about raw food, about incorporating other kinesthetic treatments in this, and we'll have you back.
Thank you.
You're listening to Talk 1260, KTRC. This is Western Medicine, the Humanity Behind the Vanity. This is Dr. Daniel Ronel, my wife Betsy, and we just had a great talk with Lorin Parrish. Thanks so much.
Thank you.